Hello, hello, hello. Happy Monday. Welcome to another guest expert interview. Today we have a special guest, Millen Life. She's going to talk more about financing and how to protect your finances. And I'm really, really excited to have this guest. So I'm going to bring her and let her take it away. So without a further ado, let's welcome Millen. Hey.
Hi, Sarah. Thank you so much for having me today. Thank you for the opportunity to speak to you and to your people. I'm excited.
Absolutely, absolutely. It is wonderful to have you. And I enjoy having conversation with people, because we all come from different background, different expertise. So it's always a pleasure. So welcome, welcome. First of all, I love your name. So tell us the origin of your name and what it means. It's just beautiful.
Actually, originally I'm from Lithuania, and
Mm.
the meaning of my name is liked by people. That's the name. That's the meaning of the name.
That's what you do. You're amazing. Gosh, wonderful. Well, Millen, do you want to do a little intro of yourself so our audience can know a little more about you?
Okay, so I'm a kind of wild hybrid of being a very, very woo-woo person because I'm energy healer, because I believe in the spiritual principles of the universe, etc. At the same time, I'm very practical. I
Mhm.
have a very solid traditional education. Like I have master's degree in physics. I have an MBA from the Wharton Business School. I work on Wall Street for many years. And yet then I kind of pivoted and I became a certified NLP practitioner and timeline therapy practitioner, instant miracle, energy healer, etc. So I combine all this awareness and knowledge and experience when I work with my clients and when I help them, when I mentor them in 4 areas that influence financial success the most, I believe, which are money mindset, money management, money investing, and what I call practical spirituality. So that's how I structure my method. I call it the Millenaire method, which is a holistic system for becoming financially independent. I
Mhm.
became financially independent over 12 years ago. I created amazing life. I live half a year in the south of France and half a year in South Florida.
Oh,
And I do what I
beautiful.
want. I published books that became bestsellers. I created life that I could never imagine someone who was in the situation that I used to be could create. Like I said, it was a very challenging phase in my life at some point. I was divorced, I was alone, I was jobless, my business failed, and I
Wow.
became financially broke. I was emotionally broken and deeply depressed to the point that I was considering how to end my life. And that's what was possible. So basically, that's why I like to have these conversations, because I want to show people that no matter where you are right now, you can still turn this around. You can still turn this around. It's not about where you are, it's how committed you are to your vision, to your goal. And I just want to show them that anything is possible, really.
I am so sorry about the challenges that you had to go through, Milan. But and then I want to commend you for the success that you have brought into your life. That is incredible. And then you have a vast range of expertise.
I'm actually not sorry for the challenges, because sometimes it takes
Yes.
that dark experience,
To
so
push you,
much
right?
pain so much pain
Yes.
to really kind of wake you up. So I actually appreciate now that I survived. I actually appreciate that, because I'm not the same person that I
That's
used to be
amazing.
back then. So I actually appreciate, because I realized that I was such a kind of hard-minded corporate type woman, that it took such a challenging, dark experience to
Yeah.
wake me up and to turn my life to for me to what now I call it Dare to Change Life. That's the name of my company. It
Hmm.
took that to dare and change my life. It took this challenging experience.
Yeah, and unfortunately, human nature, when we are comfortable, we are content and we don't really take that action. But sometimes, like you said, you have to be in the darkest moment of your life to take that radical action because this type of success does not just come. You got to take radical action.
Very true.
Yeah.
Very true.
So unfortunately, yes, it is the low point in our life and, it's the darkest point. But sometimes, like you said, it takes that to push us to do the things that will get us to the other side of, life, the success, whatever freedom that you're looking for. So that is incredible. Well, tell us a little bit about, your financial management strategies. What are some of the tips that you share with your audience that you'd like to share with our community here?
I want to emphasize that what happened to me not only pushed me to take action, particular action, but it also helped me to see the world through different lens. I
Mm,
realize how important it is to develop a wealth mindset because
yes.
I had scarcity mindset. I was very fearful. I was afraid of money. I was afraid of not having enough. I felt that money is something that I need to chase. So, in my method, the Millenaire method, the very first foundational pillar is you've got to develop wealth mindset. And wealth mindset includes really knowing that you are in control of your experiences
Mhm,
in very, very high percentage, right?
mhm,
Because
mhm.
you create from inside out.
Yeah,
If you constantly tell yourself, I can afford this, if you say that money is evil, if you say that money is just causes corruption, etc.
right.
If you
Or
feel
negativity,
jealous,
right?
yeah, if you feel jealous or angry at wealthy people, then
Mhm, mhm.
there is no way that you will become wealthy. Or I personally talk about financial independence because it's not the same thing,
Right.
wealth and financial independence. So that's the very foundational, very important pillar that everyone should be aware of. You've got to become a person that has wealth mindset, not scarcity mindset, that
Right.
focuses on what you have, focuses on what works in your life, instead of focusing constantly on lack and focusing on what is not working in your life. Very,
Mm,
very
mm,
important
mm. So focusing on what you
capacity.
already possess, focusing on what you already have rather than
And be
what you don't
grateful for that. Yeah, just
be grateful
constantly
for that.
focus like, oh my God, I have, I don't know, $100. Some people don't have $100 in the
I
bank account.
know.
I have a roof over my head. Look what is happening in Ukraine right now. So,
I know.
like, we always have something that we can choose to focus, something that is positive, something that we feel grateful
Mhm,
about. So, a very important aspect. And also appreciate money, really appreciate money as a resource that
mhm,
helps you and your loved ones to
mhm,
have the lifestyle that you want to have. So that's pillar number one. Pillar number two, I think is very important. We live in a physical universe.
mhm,
One of our earth lessons is to know how to be self-reliant, how to be responsible adults. So
mhm.
you've got to learn how to manage your money. You've got to be intentional with your money. And when I say intentional, I don't mean just be afraid to spend anything and not, be kind of stingy. It's
Stranger
not what I,
frugal.
yeah, it's not what I'm frugal. It's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is you have to be very clear what is coming in, what cash flow you have coming in, what
Mhm,
cash flow you have coming out, especially if you're business owner, if you're entrepreneur. You have to know your numbers. You've got to also, I teach in my, I have one of the courses that I teach called Awaken Money Mastery. You've got to also, if you want to become financially independent, you've got to calculate your financial freedom number, the amount of money that you want to receive passively every month in order to be financially independent. So it's a good idea to know your net worth. So a lot of clients sometimes who come to me, they say, I'm afraid of money. I'm afraid of numbers. I don't want to look at my numbers. Ladies and gentlemen, you've got to know your numbers. It's not rocket science, but it's very important because you've got to see which lever you've got to move, because there are 4 levers for maximizing your cash flow, right? So for you, it could be you just don't make enough income right now in your situation. For some people, they make enough income. The problem is not the money that they receive. The problem is that they spend more than they receive,
They
right?
make, yes.
Yeah. So there are different levers how you can maximize your cash flow. It's very important that you are intentional and that you're aware of your numbers. Okay. So that's pillar number 2. Pillar number 3. Okay. So you're making money, and most people focus on making more, making more, making more. But it's also very important not only keep more out of what you make, right? That's pillar number 2, that you have to be
Right.
intentional and keep more than you make, that you spend. But also you have to grow your money so that money works for you.
Yes.
Ultimately, most people focus on making more and they don't make time to learn how to make their money work for them, how to
Right.
grow their money. So the third pillar is strategic investing. You've got to know how to invest your money strategically, especially in this situation, economic environment that we have right now, where if you don't invest your money, your money loses purchasing value, purchasing power, right? So you've got to really invest your money with the assets that appreciate with inflation, because inflation is not gonna be transitory. We're gonna be living this inflationary environment for some time. So you have to be very kind of savvy and invest your money into something that will appreciate with inflation, versus if you don't invest at all, or if you invest in something that depreciates with inflation, that you will lose purchasing power of your money. And I know many people focus on savings. They have their money, like maybe they receive inheritance, maybe they retire and they have this cash and they're afraid to spend it. But the point is that they're losing money but just by the fact that they not this money is not invested in assets that adjusted with inflation. And I'm not saying that you should invest all your money, but you cannot keep all your cash, all your money in cash. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to say. And there is a difference between trading and investing. I don't trade. I am a strategic investor. So I play the long game, and it's important to know how to create asset allocation in your investment portfolio that will allow you to sleep well at night. Okay, so that's the third pillar. And the fourth pillar, when you really realize that you're not alone, that there is a high intelligence, whatever you call it, God, universe,
God.
that yes, that you co-create your life with, you can amplify all your efforts, all your results, just by being able to connect to this power within that we all have. So intuition is a very valuable tool, and I use it all the time. And we often don't realize that most people carry, if not all, carry some energetic blockages inside our bodies that block the flow of energy, right? When you experience trauma, when you experience loss, whether it's you lost a loved one or whether you lost a lot of money and you're constantly thinking about this. So all these energetic blockages are stored in your body. And that's why I incorporated my energy healing, because I help my clients to release that as well. Very important to be aware of. And so whatever you can do, meditation is great. Work with energy healer. Many people get good results by working with therapists. Whatever you can do, just make sure that you are in a good vital, like your health is in a good vital state where you can function well. And like I said, I learned this the hard way, because when my mind and body were not working well, nothing else matter. And I emphasize this because some women who come to me because they're going through divorce and they're scared and they're afraid, they focus on where can we invest? I want to start a business. And I always remind them that priority right now is for you to take care of you. You
Yourself.
have to be in one piece, not falling apart, because nothing else will work in your life if you fall apart, whether your physical health, whether your emotional health, or spiritual health.
Yeah, that is so true. Because if you are not in the right, state of mind, number one, your energy, it really shows through, whether it is a phone call, a video, whatever it is. So you really have to be in a good state, come with this positive energy so you can attract, the people that are really needing your service, or people that really align with you. So it is definitely important. I guess, can you describe energy healing like in a very short sentence so people can understand what it actually means?
So we all emit energetic frequencies, right?
Hmm.
So just notice when you are with someone who just had a very traumatic experience, any traumatic experience, right? So
Yeah.
notice how you feel. It feels heavy, right? It feels kind of like uncomfortable because you don't know how to be with this person. And now recall maybe experience when you are with someone who just very peaceful, very very maybe happy, or maybe
Calm
just
and
grateful,
relaxed. Yeah.
grateful, grounded, not kind of like complaining all the time, not in a victim state of
Yeah.
vibration, right? Big difference. So we all have, like, some people live in the victimville, right? Some
Yes.
people cannot get over particular traumatic experiences that they have.
Mhm.
Some people just constantly feel jealous about someone else, comparing themselves with others.
Yourself.
So
Yes.
notice how we feel these energetic frequencies right away. This person sometimes doesn't even need to say anything, and we feel it.
You
Would you
feel it.
agree? Right.
Yes. Yes.
Versus when someone is loving and uh, peaceful and kind of like the energy, it's not always like bubbly and exciting. That's great. But someone who is just really attentive to you,
Hmm.
present to you, who is not like in this little bubble, it's me, but really communicating to
Yeah.
you with the open heart. Don't we feel that? I
We
think we
feel
feel
that.
that right away. Would you agree?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you feel negative people a mile away, right?
Exactly. And what is interesting, sometimes we don't even need to speak with them, right? Like,
Hmm.
sometimes when I'm on Zoom, I don't know, I just feel energy.
Yes.
Or like when you enter to a room full of people and you just feel comfortable and kind of like you feel attracted to certain energies and you feel
Yes.
repelled. So
Yes.
being aware of what kind of energy you emit is very, very
Hmm.
important, because remember, likes attract likes.
Hmm.
Your energy attracts similar energy. If you're constantly in a state of complaining and feeling bitter about someone or something, that's kind of energy, that's kind of people you will likely attract. And that applies, by the way, to relationship. Very, very
Hmm.
important. It applies to your finances. It applies to your career, everywhere
Mm.
across the board. So
Your
I hope I answered
finances
your
too.
question. Say it again.
Yes, you did. So it applies to your finances too, because if you have
Absolutely,
that
yeah.
scarcity or negative energy, you're not going to attract the financial abundance that you're looking for. That's what you're
Yes,
saying.
because people who constantly chase money, something that you chase assumes that you don't have that in your field.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
money is like a good friend. You don't need to chase a good friend. It's there. It's you have to develop with your beliefs, with your attitude, with your behavior. You have to develop energetic environment that would be attractive to money,
Hmm.
attractive to abundance, financial abundance, right? So
Yeah.
it's a very conscious, intentional pursuit. Like I said before, I'm a very different person now than I used to be. And that's why I was able to create this beautiful life for
Mhm.
myself and my loved ones and my clients, because I had to work on myself a lot, and I still do. I have a lot of spiritual mentors. I work with business coaches. I work with marketing coaches. So I work on my practical skills, my hard skills, but also on my soft skills, my not only communication, but also my ability to emit the energies that are attractive to other people. So
Gotcha.
that's very, very important.
Yeah, and it is important to note that you don't have to be saying something negative to exude that negative energy. Even you being with that negative state, it really comes through, right? You don't have
Yeah,
to say anything.
verbal communication is a very small portion of how we communicate. So you
Yes,
don't even need to say anything. People feel you.
feel you.
People feel your energetic state. That's why it's essential. It's
Oh,
essential.
thank you so much. These are really, really great tips. In order to have success, whether it is financially, whether it is in your relationship, right? Or even health wise, you just need to do things that are going to raise that positive energy. That is incredible. But thank you so much. Now that it is tax season, I know that you've got a workshop or something coming up that talks about how to save money with taxes. You want to give us some tips and then
You,
share the information so
you,
our audience can come and either join the workshop, or if you have something that you want to share, it would be great.
Yeah, yeah, I can see that you actually saw our promotion today, right? So I just want to say that every week I do a mini training where I talk about something that is relevant to people at the moment. So
Mhm.
in the United States, we have my favorite social holiday, the tax day, right? Um, just kidding. That is coming up. So it's very important to know how you can save on taxes, how you can be mindful with your money in terms of not paying Uncle Sam too much, right?
Mhm.
So there are some things that you can do to legally not to overpay things. Look, I appreciate the fact that I pay a lot in taxes. I appreciate that because it means
Right.
that I make income
Plenty.
that I have to pay tax on.
Right.
So I don't feel bitter about this, but I also don't like to pay money where I don't have to
You
pay.
don't have
So,
to.
and
Exactly.
I will talk about this on my mini training on Wednesday, every Wednesday. This Wednesday, I will talk about how to save on taxes. And so every Wednesday, people can join me at 10 o'clock Eastern Time on my Facebook page, Dare to Change
Is
Life.
it on your page? Okay.
Yes,
We'll
and
share the
I do
link.
this live. Yes, and I
Okay.
do this live broadcast on different
Awesome.
topics. Last week I think I talked about investing using index funds. So I always find topics that people want to hear about that would help them to be financially savvy.
Awesome, awesome. Yes, we'll definitely share the link to your Facebook page. So anybody who's interested from this community can definitely come and join you. As you can tell, I pay attention. That's why
I
now.
noticed that. I appreciate that.
Of course, of course. So where can people find you, Millen?
So I offer a lot of free resources. I believe that sometimes you don't have to pay a lot of money to just get basic education. So on my website, it's called daretochange.life.com, and I hope many of your listeners who want to change their life will take advantage of this, because there is a blog there that you can read articles about investing, about managing money, about mindset, about spirituality, right? So I also have my YouTube channel. It's called Millen Live's Channel Wealth, where you can listen my mini trainings, my interviews with experts, etc. And also, if you want to have a conversation with me about your specific situation, because we all have unique financial situation, and if you
Mhm.
want to see what is the best next step for you, not for someone else, but for you, I want to offer you a complimentary consultation with me. It's a 30 minutes consultation I call Never Worry About Money Again, where we could discuss what roadblocks you may have on your way to financial success, and how you can strategies that will help you to remove these roadblocks. So it's a very valuable opportunity. I hope you will take advantage of this, and you can book this consultation at speakwithmillen.com. Millen with double L. So speakwithmillen.com. And yes, so I would love to hear from you what is happening in your life. And I want to know how you can change your life around, just like I did change mine.
That is awesome. Will they be able to find your calendar link on your website?
This speakwithmillen.com leads you to calendar link. Yes, absolutely.
Okay, we'll definitely put these links in the comments so people can reach out to you. Millen, this was
something else, if that's okay.
Sure,
I want to offer
sure,
because I know
absolutely.
that your audience is very open-minded and curious about how to be financially successful. So I actually have something else that they could download for free. I call it Beginner Investor Toolkit. In the Beginner Investor Toolkit, I share 8 aspects of strategic investing, because I mentioned earlier that trading and investing are not the same things.
Not the
right?
same, yeah.
Yes, so that's in this ebook. I talk about what you can do to start investing strategically, and you can download this for free at giftfrommillen.com. Again, Millen with double L. So giftfrommillen.com, you can download this Beginner Investor Toolkit.
Well, you guys, you know that she's got a lot of experience with Wall Street and investment. So I say take all, what she's giving you, you're not going to get it from anywhere. So I'm very grateful for you, Millen, for sharing all of these resources with our audience. I know it's super valuable, and I'm so thankful to have you here. It was a pleasure talking to you, and I'm sure we're definitely going to reconnect again, and we'll chat more. And
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for being here, Millen.
Thank you, Sarah.
Sincerely
Thank you for having me.
All right. Take care. Bye. Well, everybody, this was such a pleasant conversation. I know everybody wants to hear, everybody wants to talk about how to gain financial freedom. And I think we all are in business because either we want to achieve financial freedom or just even time freedom or location freedom, right? Freedom is the key. And in order to gain any of those, you got to have the right mindset. You got to have that positive energy. And then you got to have the strategy and the plan. You just cannot wing it like that. So following through some of the steps that Millen shared with us, and even, taking advantage of some of the resources that she shared with us today is going to be a good start. So, it's a pleasure having her, and I hope you guys enjoyed as well. And we'll see you with another guest expert interview again next Monday at 3 p.m. Central Time. If you have any questions regarding what we just talked about today or any topics that you would like for me to cover, just drop it in the comment. Until next week, you guys have an awesome weekend or week.